This is the daily chart, this is the weekly chart, and this is the monthly chart. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a buy signal. Before we get into that, I want to show you how I found this stock for a buy. And we have the Incometrader newsletter. This is what it looks like inside. You have the commentary section. If you come up here to the scanner, click on scanner, you have a whole bunch of different ones to look at. And one of my favorite ones is the 3 green arrows. I'll just come up here and select this first, and you can see all the different scanners that we have. So I'm going to come over here, and this is the 3 green arrows. I'll click on that. And the ones in green here it tells me we have 3 green arrows, meaning that prices are above the 30-day moving average. The Koval indicator is or has turned higher from an oversold position and crossed over, giving us a buy, and the MACD is the same thing. But in addition, we have a big volume spike. So these are green. I like to come down here to these mostly, and I'll come over here and I'll look at the chart. I'll click right here and I see CI. I can see that we're coming off of this red line support, coming back up a little bit. It's a good stock fundamentally. So if I like the stock, I'm going to come over here, see the expirations on 10/27. I'll click on here, CI, and I can see the whole chart. And this brings up the intraday for yesterday, and this is the current chart right now. So here we have the market just bouncing off this red line support, which was the swing low, bouncing back above the 30-day moving average, giving us one green arrow. Here's the Koval indicator crossing over, giving us another green arrow. And here we have a MACD crossing over, giving us another green arrow. So this is called the 3 green arrow setup, which is a bullish scenario if you're coming off support. And then you'd look for the market to bounce and continue higher. That's how I found this stock, which I put in the stock pick section of the newsletter. And we did this on Monday. There's the stock right here. It was the stock LEN, Lennar. And what I did is I came down here and plugged this in. Here's our 3 green arrows. I'll show you the stock first. We're coming up to here. This was Monday right here, or this was Friday. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So right here is when I saw the stock with the 3 green arrow. There's 1 green arrow, 2 green arrows, 3 green arrows, and we just came off of support here, back above the moving average, and just starting to potentially ready to go higher. So I said, okay, let's see if this is going to be a good stock pick. So from here, this is the stock. This was the current price. We're going to enter at 52.87, a couple of ticks higher. Target 1, 54.16. Target 2, 54.80. Target 3, 55.45. And the stop. Now a couple days later, within 2 days, it made a profit of 258. It came up here and hit the third target. How did I know which targets to use the stop loss, the entry? Well, that's where we come back to our risk reward program, and this is for these stocks. I looked at the daily chart. I knew that the daily chart had 3 green arrows, so I thought I'll type this in here and see what's going on. Type it in here, and this is what I have currently. I have a market that is trending and just starting to come off of support, and there's my buy at 52.87. Target 1, 54, target 2, and target 3. I noticed when this happened, and my stop is down here at 51, 52 area. When this happened, I want to look at trend, support, resistance, and momentum. What's my trend? We're just starting to come off of the lows here, so we're got basically a double bottom coming back up off of support, which is something we look for. Do I have any resistance in the way? Well, no resistance here. Then I want to compare it to the weekly chart. I don't do it as much with the monthly chart. If I'm trading the daily chart, I'll compare it with the weekly chart. If I have a signal off the weekly chart, then I'll compare it with the next higher time frame, which would be the monthly chart. So since this is a trade on the daily chart, I'm going to compare it with the weekly chart. So coming down here, I have bullish momentum, a green background, green dot, and volumes closing up. Then I come over here and I look at momentum. Momentum is green with a green background. So this is actually very bullish on the higher time frame, and the candle's closing up with no resistance above. So this tells me this is potentially a good trade. We're going to go ahead the next day and enter with the buy at 52.87 and our stop at 51.54, and look what happens. Next day, doesn't do very much, and then boom, and then we go higher. It went and hit all 3 targets. Again, same thing that we're always looking for. Trend. What's the trend? support, resistance, and momentum. So trend wise, we're coming off of this double bottom, or we're getting a trend change off of support. So trend is good, and we're coming off of support. I don't have any resistance in the way. And momentum, we're bullish, and we're bullish. So this is why we took the trade. And you can see where we got our entry price, our targets, 1, 2, and 3, stop loss, all from that program, and giving us our quick profit there. So this is how you would use this program, the risk reward boxes for stock picks. Works for futures too. Somebody asked me, does it work for stocks? And I said, yes, it does. I've been using it actually for the stock picks inside the newsletter. Just going and taking that scan from Incometrader, finding out what's a good potential 3 green setup. I know the market's about to potentially go higher. If I come over here and I can see that there's no resistance in the way, if we have a good trend and momentum's bullish, I'll take it. Otherwise, I won't. So that's how this works. It's a very nice little program to and use for stock picks.